Okay, here we go. This is just the last thing that I wanted to talk about with elements, compounds, and mixtures. If you take sugar, for example, right? If you have solid sugar, let's talk about the properties of sugar. What color is it?
White.
Okay, it's white. What else?
Uniform composition.
It's uniform. Okay, good. What else? I'm not gonna write everything down. Just the
Solid.
ones. It's a solid. What else? What other properties of sugar?
Sweet.
Sweet. Tastes sweet, right? One more. Is it flammable?
Yes.
Not really. Not really. I mean, it's technically anything with carbon you can burn. You'll see where I'm going with this stuff. So that one's a little dicey. Okay. What three elements make up sugar? Okay, let's talk about carbon. Solid carbon. It's solid. What color is it? Black. So let's think charcoal. That's pretty close to pure carbon. You ever taste it?
No.
Yeah? What's it taste like?
They make chocolate toothpaste.
Oh yeah.
Gross.
Had that.
It's supposed
I
to be
had
Yeah, it
nice.
tasted like white
I had some
tea.
in my house actually.
Oh,
so I
because
had-
it cleans
Yeah.
like pretty well.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you think it tastes sweet?
No.
No.
Bitter.
Tastes bad, right? Okay, tastes gross. We're gonna write. Tastes gross. Not really flammable. It depends. I mean, if you talk about like the charcoal that you use to grill, we could say. I guess we could say flammable. But again, that's kind of hard to fully understand. Okay. What about hydrogen?
Yes.
H2 gas. So it's a gas. What color is it?
Colorless.
Colorless. Doesn't really have a taste. No taste. Big time flammable. I'm gonna speed this up here. Oxygen gas, O2 gas. It's a gas. Colorless. Flammable. No taste. Oops. So, based on what I put here with the little asterisk, what am I trying to show you?
It's not the same properties. Like
Right. So if I have carbon sitting on the desk and a container of oxygen, a container of hydrogen gas, the properties of each element completely different than the properties of the compound. The only thing that they really have in common is carbon's a solid and sugar's a solid. Nothing else. So this is just kind of to summarize the importance you understand when you take two elements and chemically combine them. The properties completely change. Sodium, I put it in water. What did it do? No, it didn't dissolve.
Is that the one that caught fire?
Yeah, it should have. It sparked. It buzzed around on top. Remember the potassium caught on fire? Sodium is supposed to do the same thing. It did spark a little bit. Sodium in water can blow up. Chlorine gas, poisonous. Will kill you if you breathe too much. You put sodium and chlorine together, it makes salt. You can eat that. That's fine. So the point is the properties completely change. I've said this before. I'm just really trying to hit it home here. This is the last thing with this topic, and we're going to move on. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. You've seen I showed you the carbon in that little container that was over there. So hopefully you have a visual. It's really hard to show you those. You saw bubbles yesterday. In the bubbles, that was those two, but it's hard to see them obviously. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Moving on. All right. What do I have for time?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, you can put your notes away. No homework. Pay attention. So you can just kind of sit there, you don't do anything, just watch. Okay, we're going to learn about particle diagrams. So, I'm going to use these magnets the rest of the week. So I want you to understand, from now on, when we're drawing particle diagrams, you're going to be drawing circles. I'm going to be using magnets. So in your notes, you're going to be doing this or that. Okay? What do those represent? We're going to be drawing particles of elements and compounds and mixtures and substances. So what do you think one of these represents? Atoms. So one of these, so this is an atom, and that's a different atom. Okay? So this is an atom. I have 4 different atoms here. Okay? These are the 2 symbols you only need to use. Okay? Some kids sometimes get into doing something like that, or they do something like that. So there's like 4 different atoms. Okay? So that's an atom. What's a molecule?
Two or more together.
Right. So 2 touching. Now you can have 2 different colors or 2 of the same color. Right? So we can take 2 red, or we can take 2 yellow. What's the difference? These are molecules, and those are molecules. They're both molecules. Okay? We can have a white and a black, or shaded, unshaded, whatever. We're gonna have 2 of those, or we can have 2 of these. Or we can have 2 of the. There's a lot of different combinations. So these are molecules. These are atoms. So what's the difference between these 2 here and this one, or those 2?
They have the same.
Say it again? Right. Elements, compound. All right, we'll talk more tomorrow. That's where we're headed.
How's the donut?
Oh, I didn't have it. My wife did though.
You like it?
Yeah, she loves that stuff.